the one, the only, Ben Sion. Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun, the last Iyun of Masechet Yoma. As we conclude Masechet Yoma today, I want to talk about Mishnah Tet over here, the last Mishnah, that says, I think most people are familiar with this, that Yom Kippur has the ability to atone, right? It's a day of purity, a day of atonement. However, it only atones for sins that you committed against God. Sins that you committed to your fellow man, Yom Kippur does not have the ability to atone. Mishnah Chesed listed other ways. You die, it's a kapara, or tshuva, dying, yisurim, the Gemara mentions. Those are all ways of cleansing yourself, right? Let's say like cleansing. Kippur means to cleanse. It's like your clothes are dirty, your body is your clothes, so it makes your body, purifies it. But that's only sins made on the makom. But on the chavero, it has no capability on Kippur to be mechaper until you maratza chavero, until you go ahead and you appease your friend. Now, what's going on over here? Why is it? I understand that you hurt your friend, but technically every sin that you do against man is because of the Torah. We do everything because the Torah says don't do it. The Torah says, if the Torah didn't say the Torah didn't say don't cause onas dvarim, don't insult your friend, or don't take financial, rip off your friend, financially abuse your friend, or things like that, or don't steal, right? The Torah is the barometer of what we follow. If that wasn't written in the Torah, then it would be okay technically. So why isn't Yom Kippur mechaper ben Adam l'chavero? I think that's why you have to get back to the Sir La Hashem and Sir La Azazel, right? There were two kaparas really for Klal Yisrael and Yom Kippur. The Sir La Azazel, right? It was not shechted. The Sir La Azazel was just thrown off a cliff in its body, complete. Obviously, it became, the Mishnah says that it got chopped up as it went down the hill into many pieces. But the Sir La Hashem was actually brought into the Beis Hamikdash. It was brought as a korban. Shechted it, you brought it as a korban. The blood was sprinkled even in the Kodesh HaKodashim. So most people think the Sir La Hashem, they don't think of it as kapara. They don't understand what Sir La Hashem really is. It's a good thing. You don't have to be Sir La Azazel. Sir La Azazel, the Ramban says you're giving like a bribery to the Yetzer Hara. Unclear what he means exactly, but so I explained over there. There's two types of sins of people. People can sin begufam, with their bodies. They can do averas. They can be rishayim. People can be rishayim. Don't listen to the Torah. Don't do the mitzvos in the Torah. Don't shake lulav. Violate the Torah. Do arayos. Any types of things. Gezel things. Lashon hara things like that. Those are things that you give into your Yetzer Hara. But you're completely in your body. So that Sir Azazel is machaper on those. On the rishayim. That's basically what it is. The Sir La Hashem, even though no one thinks of it as it actually is a kapara for a different type of person. A person who, life is a balance. You have to balance, your obligations to God with your obligations to your fellow man. People are married, they have a wife, you have kids. Those are the people closest to you. You have parents, you have siblings, you have people that you deal with every day, and you have to deal fairly with them. And the Sir La Hashem is sort of like a korban is decapitated. It's basically the head is cut off from the body. When the head is cut off from the body, so it's basically emphasizing that there's no connection between. Basically, you're overusing your head. You're not translating into your actions in the body, and you might do extra mitzvos. You might learn extra Torah, but you're disregarding your body, and that's interactions with other people. So we know that the Sir La Azazel is mechaper because when it's thrown off the cliff in the right time, the string turns from red to white to indicate that kapara was achieved. However, the Sir La Hashem, I explained, it could be sometimes be far worse. If you you step on other people's toes, you disregard your ben adam l'chavero, you disregard other people. So it could be a worse punishment. It's krisos, kares means cut off, decapitation. The head is cut off from the body. It could be far worse. Of an Aveira, and that's why it says Yom Kippur doesn't have the ability to mechaper, and that there was no red string that turned white when the Sir La Hashem was brought. The blood was sprinkled in the Kodesh HaKodashim or towards the Kodesh HaKodashim. There was no kapara for that. There's no kapara. It's a far worse sin where you just overemphasize your intellectual. Sometimes learn Torah and disregard other people's needs, other people's actions. Sometimes you don't even realize it, but that's what the last Mishnah is saying. Until you ratzeh chavero, until you actually realize that you have to, even though people want to achieve numerous heights spiritually, but you can't do it on the cheshbon, on the account of other people. That's why it could be worse. That avera was decapitation, or krisos, going to Gilgal like that, as opposed to Shel Azazel, which remained, whole in its body, but it was thrown off the cliff. But that at least has kapara. But without a chavero, you have no kapara until until you change your ways and worry about other people also. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.